Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for spending your valuable time right here with the Adapt 2030 channel. Humans pumped enough groundwater to change the tilt of the earth. Sea cucumbers, integrated multitrophic aquaculture, the new ESG, another food supply being removed. Amazon, free shipping in jeopardy. Travel in the 1960s. We don't want to see that comfort. Pick your own watermelon as we come into the season and a new addition to the homestead. Our favorite duck. And as we come into the watermelon season, pick your watermelon. Choose it by the ground spot. Orange on the top, delicious. Look for the webbing also. The webbing, the larger the webbing, the more it covers the watermelon, more sweet. If you're going to try to choose male, female, watermelons, round ones are definitely sweeter female. And the green stem versus the dry stem. Definitely want to go with the dry, means it's cured and aged inside the skin there. Spend your money wisely or grow your own. And a new addition popped up on the homestead here. We have a baby duck now. 3 geese, 1 duck. I guess they're all going to behave the same eventually. But I want to step you back into the 1960s comfort in the station wagon. Hadn't seen photos like this before, and I thought, wow. The only problem is no seat belts in there. Otherwise, we're looking solid. Hey, is that a limousine for the average family? Imagine how you could have the interaction with the family. But again, you don't want that in a modern society. People talking together, yeah. And the driver, who's driving, dad or the chauffeur? Kids in the back, that's a rolling party in my opinion. Speaking of rolling, alter the planet's tilt. Yale Environment 360 putting this one out here. Humans have pumped enough groundwater to change the tilt of the earth. So between 1993 and 2010, humans pumped more than 2 trillion tons of groundwater. Maybe we could slash that word humans out of there and put corporations that float into cities and farms, mega farms, before emptying out to sea. 1/4 of an inch, studies suggest. They never talk about refilling the aquifers from groundwater after rainfall. You know, got to leave that point out to make your point. Just saying. And Dr. Matthew Willichi brings it on here. Far-fetched 2 trillion tons of groundwater is 0.0000003% of Earth's mass. Great way to put it into perspective. You think that would have an effect? Volcanoes erupting, how much water comes out of those? What about that story of the Pacific Ocean, some lubricant of the earth spilling out? I mean, there's water coming out everywhere. Spring water, aquifers. And because we are talking about companies harvesting most of this water, not you and I, just 100 companies responsible for 71% of emissions. That's an old one, 2017, already pointing the finger in the right place. It just went evaporating into the ether, that story. Don't look at the real culprits. Bloomberg is warning of a severe economic reset, and gold appears as the caged bull waiting a catalyst. JP Morgan warned, cut stocks, buy gold, and hold your cash. Wells Fargo said gold is in a super cycle that could last another 6 years. And worst case scenario, gold at 3,000. It's as simple as calling Patriot Gold Group today. Find out why they're A+ rated, Consumer Affairs top rated gold and silver company nationwide. Patriot Gold Group offers the no fee for life IRA, where your IRA or 401k can be in physical gold or silver on qualifying rollovers. 888-546-7020. Call to get your free investor guide today. And now on with the video. In this case, Sierra Nevada Snow Lab putting this one out. Donner Pass, California. Snowiest seasons 1946 to today present. The only time it was snowier 1951 and 52. This last season took second place overall. Doesn't matter how you dissect it, look at it. 2022-23 into the record books, number 2. Don't even need that participation trophy. Solid in the top 3. Now, perusing the headlines of the day, easy to see where it's going. Control of the food supply. So when Yale Environment 360 has another article under there after the massive tilt of the earth with the groundwater, sea cucumbers to clean up fish farm pollution. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Here we go. After the cows, it's going to be the fish. Look for it. Because more than half of the seafood consumed by humans globally is fish farmed. Or farmed, as a better term there. Land-based and offshore fish farms. A big problem. Hundreds of thousands of fish. Pollution, harmful, needs to be regulated. And where do you think it's going to be regulated? You heard of ESG scores for corporations, have you not? Now we're going to move into integrated multitrophic aquaculture, IMTA scores for every single aquaculture facility on the planet. Same, but different. How many fish will they need to cull should be the question moving forward. Sea cucumbers to mussels to fish, doesn't matter. They're trying to integrate sea cucumbers as a cleanup method, but as we see, neither Canada, United States, or Europe has a single entity regulating aquaculture industry. It's a mishmash, a hodgepodge, and it just leads to stalemates, bottlenecks, and never-ending permit process that seem to never get approved. So where does it sit? Too much pollution, gonna need to close them. Hey, what about those cows? Oh, wait, it's the fish. Oh, wait, it's the nitrogen growing the corn and the wheat. I forgot. I don't even know which one it is anymore. Choose your ABCD choice. Control of shipping, logistics, and food is inbound. Here we go. Amazon Prime members. Free returns are ending. What are we going to do? My duck sitting next to me is giving me some answers. What do you think? Adding fees for faster service, raising minimum purchase requirements, and eventually asking you, the average consumer not in the Prime program, to start paying for your shipping. Now, what do you think that'll do to the bottom line? Any loyalty there? You're going to scramble? Or is the corporation scrambling because of draining profits? Because I was told many moons ago, when the Amazon shipping stops free delivery, the collapse comes. It looks precariously close, but we are splitting a hair here between Prime faster service and non-Prime members. Apparently, what I was told years ago, it must be a complete stoppage of free shipping before the collapse. So I guess we're halfway there. You decide, you do your own research. Also, Off Wired magazine here that sits in the same vein of leaf stems, I guess for a better term here. Upper atmosphere is cooling. The paradox. Gases warming the bottom few miles of air around the planet are cooling the much greater expanses above to the edge of space. All right, so I'm trying to figure this one out here. They're saying the same element heats and cools. That's like saying fire also is hot and cold at the same time. Duck's trying to give me an answer. You can hear her over here. I'll agree. So moving over to Martin Milnicek, atmospheric physicist at NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. Because CO2 manifests throughout the entire perceptible atmosphere, takes us up into the thermosphere, past the exosphere, and the mesosphere is below that, which I thought to myself, what is the freezing point of CO2? 78 degrees below 0 Celsius, 109 degrees Fahrenheit below zero. So the mesosphere, 90 Celsius below zero, 130 Fahrenheit below zero, which means when that CO2 hits up into that layer before it gets to the exosphere or the thermosphere, it'll rain back out as a flake, which seems to be a lot of flakes in NASA. That gas can't get up to the exosphere or the thermosphere, so this whole garbage about the entire perceptible atmosphere. Step back, man. Is it electric up at the ionosphere, or what's going on with the system there? Simple physics nullifies your statement. correct it. And for those of us who can see where this is clearly taking our world in terms of control, you might want to grow some of your own food. TrueLeafMarket.com, heirloom and organic seeds for any grow zone on the planet. Also, Ransom, Godwin, and myself talk about this 2 hours every Thursday night, 10 p.m. to midnight. You can find us over on Mini Ice Age Conversations podcast, YouTube, or any of these other platforms that we stream on live right from Revolution Radio. You can go to libertylinks.io/solar minimum to find all of those. Every Thursday night stream. Join us. And on the different platforms, there's a lot of people in the chat boards there that you can converse with of like mind, share ideas. I do thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.